just ran into a rather interesting little head scratcher with these pistons for the BSA A65, what I call oil tap engine. And I've deglazed the cylinder bores and I've checked the piston ring gaps of one piston in its corresponding bore, or so I thought, and obviously I had the crown of this one marked in a similar manner to that one. I would have obviously had a letter L on it with an arrow pointing this way. Then I just set about, I was going to fit this one back on the engine, and then I looked at that one and I thought, that's unusual that I'd have taken the inner circlip out. But then I remembered that I had the engine resting on the bench facing this way round, and so that kind of made sense that I'd have taken the circlip out from this side facing me, as I would have done on this one, and then heated up the pistons if needs be, and then pushed the gudgeon pins towards me. So I worked that one out, and that was okay, and I had marked the pistons correctly, and this one did indeed come from the right hand side and it faced forwards that way, and this one was also correctly marked. But to sort of compound my doubts that I had initially, we turn them over, there's the front, it was facing that way for the front. Underneath, someone has been in there before, and whether you can actually see that they've got L, the letter L in front. L front. So at some time in this, or these pistons' lives, they've not only been swapped from one side to the other, but they've been reversed in the angle that they face as well, the direction that they face. Now, as it happens in these A65s, that's no biggie in itself, because if you've got a new piston and wanted to fit it into a new bore, they do actually go either way round. There's no dedicated front or rear to them, but I like to fit pistons in the same direction as they were in the engine before if I'm going to use them again. But in this case they were facing this way, but in someone else's case they were on opposite sides and facing the other way. But I think I'm going to go with what I found, just purely because the engine was running like that, and as far as I'm aware, the only issue the owner had with the engine was when he forgot to open the oil tap. So I'm going to put this piston on the right hand side as I found it, with the arrow facing forwards, and this one, which I decoked, I've got the gudgeon pin facing towards me. That's the way it would have come out. So, and again, the markings, we've got, someone's put right, or R front on that one, so let's assume that actually left front is on the opposite side. Sorry if that causes any confusion, but basically these pistons must have been fitted in both ways round before now, and as I say, in the case of an A65 it doesn't matter too much which way round the pistons are, but I'm going to go with the way they ran before. And I had to look at photographs of the strip down and everything to make sure that what I saw in the photos matched. For instance, just make out, perhaps there's a little like dot, it looks like a punch mark on that skirt. It's tiny, but I saw that in a photograph, and that confirmed that this piston was indeed that way round on the right hand side. So everything is going to go back the way it came out when the engine came here, at least. Whether that was originally right or wrong, we'll probably never know. But like I say, it doesn't matter too much in the case of these type of engines anyway.